In our pursuit of balance, there is this charm of time management. The belief that if I just organize my time well and stay on top of everything, I'll be in control of my life again. But a recent study by BaseX discovered that 30% of knowledge workers were trying to do so much that they had zero time to think at all, while 58% of them had only 15 to 30 minutes a day to think. The reality is that when we become more organized or improve our time management, we end up not doing less, but doing more. We need to let go of our desire to have control and to shift our attention to mastery. The Bible tells us in Mark chapter 6 and verse 30, "Then the apostles gathered to Jesus and told him all things, both what they had done and what they had taught. And he said to them, 'Come aside by yourselves to a deserted place and rest a while.' For there were many coming and going, and they did not even have time to eat. So they departed to a deserted place in the boat by themselves." Jesus recognized that the disciples were not going to be able to stop themselves. And even as you're pursuing balance, you may find yourself struggling to continue to implement the principles of focus on those things that are most valuable in your life. But this is not a journey that you can make alone. You've arrived at the moment where you realize that the journey is greater than what you can do in your own strength. And this is the moment of mentorship. Jesus called the disciples to come aside to do that which they themselves would never have allowed themselves to do, because their work was too important, because they felt that others were depending upon them, because the need was so great. And yet Christ taught them that there will always be work. There will always be service. There will always be ministry and people in need. And so the importance of balance is to allow ourselves to listen to the voices of those who encourage us to prioritize ourselves, to listen to the voices of those that encourage us to take time apart and rest a while. So the encouragement is for us to step aside, to take a trip into nature, to go to the beach, to take time that evening not to open your laptop and work on more reports, but to crack open that book that you've been longing to read for such a long time, to sit down at the table and play card games with your children, and to go on that date night with your wife. Continue to endure, continue to press forward in your pursuit of balance, and listen to the voices of those who are calling you to come aside and abide in a place of balance.